see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense comes onto the field first today. And we didn't hear much from this impactful receiver last week. Very, very quiet. And Jesse, you know he's itching to make a play.
Yeah, I think it was a variety of reasons, too, why he wasn't that big of a part of the offense last week. Got to give the defense credit. Did a great job in coverage. There were some drops, and the quarterback missed him a little bit. I know the quarterback's going to try to get him involved earlier in this football game, so expect play calls going his way, I think, early in this one.
Yeah, he's too good not to be a part of the game. Last week was a blip. Like that's not going to happen again. I think this offense knows that. Talking to him this week, they'll find creative ways. They're going to try to do it early. Like, he is their guy. He's the guy they're going to focus on for that big play, that big playmaker out wide that can really turn small plays into big ones.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Yoder. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing straight.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Here comes the option. Quick toss. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off-play action on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's good. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He'll pull it on the read. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job on the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. What a grab with one hand. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the right side. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Yoder. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll run it from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 3rd down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way to get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole if they start this drive at their own 8. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Turning it on! And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air, it's Yoder. Finds a spot in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the keeper...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Play action. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. The give from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bears the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
He'll pull it down, and he is corralled short of the line to gain. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense and get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for space. It's Etienne. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Auburn lines up quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking to throw, it's Yoder. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
A strike downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs.
Touchdown Tiger! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sets up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got him downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 15 over Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for space. It's ETN. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Oh, he makes the catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Back to throw, it's Yoder. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll throw it from the red zone, using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. Under fire. Gets rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Takes a handoff. It's close. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. With the catch, it's Dennis. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Yoder. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by...
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fakes to grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Trying the left side. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably checked.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Out of the gun, the inside kick.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
He's in open space downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass, it's Yoder. Good timing on the quick out. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Red pass, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Wants to throw again. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive. Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of they'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
At the 35, he's loose. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the catch. It's Davidson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Yoder. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Snap it to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy...
There he goes! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Hand off from the gun. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. It's Francis. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Oh, he wants it all. Got it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the 1st down. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a man, it's Grove. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
The give to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll try the run. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's third down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over.
Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's rolled. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to fire on second down. A little screen to the running back. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Here's a throw downfield late.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Motion from the back. Give to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Auburn! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass is incomplete.